Hello everyone and welcome back for another episode of Indie Impressions. My name is Nick, and this is Sacred Line by Sasha Darko, the piano filling with blood simulator. No, this is not a simulator, it's a first-person horror experience with a little bit of surrealness and some very strange graphical elements, which we are going to see plenty of. This is a game that's given me quite a headache recording, I'll be honest, but I did want to get this one out there just because it looked pretty interesting in some ways, although, like I said, it's a little frustrating in others. But we'll go over the pros and cons right after this little bit of exposition that starts us out. So enjoy. Okay, here we are in Chapter 1, Forever Brainwashed, and, well, I set up my settings again real quickly because the mouse comes out completely insane. Let's talk about that cutscene real quickly. What on earth was going on with that? There was this horrible gray monster. I think I had it like 3 and 20 to make it right. And there was a lady sitting at her desk in a very sparsely decorated office. That's good enough. And she was wearing hardly any clothes, if you noticed. And we've got our flashlight. She gets a call from some shady voice on the day she decides to close down her business to tell her to come out to some abandoned military facility in the woods. And she even says that she thinks it could be a psychopath or a prank. But, you know, what the hell, let's do it anyway, right? So she gets out of her truck, and then there's this horrible gray, like, imp, alien, awful monster from hell standing next to a tree with red eyes. And it had no textures on it for some reason, except for its red eyes. Anyway, so we are here in Shaky Woods Forest. You'll notice some of the cool attributes of Shaky Woods Forest are stretchy polygons. There are also blocky, chunky leaf polygon areas, which are better revealed with the flashlight. That makes me kind of have motion sickness a little bit for some reason. The way that those things are wobbling together is really disconcerting. And if you look at these trees all moving at the same time, stretching their branches in a way like that, it is very strange. And of course, all with dynamic shadows, because who cares about the big blocky leaf chunks when we've got dynamic shadows? So we're in the middle of a rainstorm here. Things are looking pretty odd considering a second ago it seemed pretty nice out. But I guess we've wandered into the woods out where the slender trees live. There is a very interesting and strange color effect going on with this game that I can't quite figure out what's up with. From a distance, everything looks desaturated, but as you get closer, the colors start to appear with light. It almost seems to me like the developer used bump mapping, but put colors on the bump mapping instead of the bumps. And I'm using that in a very off way, I know, but, like, that almost seems like what we're doing here. There seems to be like some sort of a reversal of what's supposed to happen with that. And from a distance, this is all lit up in the way that the ambient lighting might light up a wall. There is also the possibility that there's like a major error going for whatever reason on my computer specifically, and I would not rule that out, considering this game would not run very well on neither high nor medium graphics settings, as well as crashed about 5 times in my short amount of time with it, and that is just setting it up and getting through that first opening cutscene. So we're in for some interesting times ahead. We've got the world's most horrifying log cabin here with a natural red light ambient situation going on. I'm not really sure where that light's supposed to be coming from. Maybe inside of the fireplace. I guess we're going to go find out, though. I'm not sure if we're going to get scared by this game or what, but regardless, it should be an interesting little journey, and I don't think it's particularly long, so we could probably get through the whole thing. You need to find out... Okay, well, I didn't write that. I kind of don't want to chance falling into holes, though, because it'll probably kill me. What's up here? Anything? What is up there? Oh, it's one of the trees clipping through the roof. Okay. There's some sort of evil demons reaching through. And everything is, by the way, completely pitch black when you don't have your light on. Like, this is without the light on. Yeah, we don't want to do that. Alright, so we've got this absolutely beautiful little massacre going on the ground here, but no actual evidence. That's what I call minimalistic setup. I thought it would have made sense that this is where you pick up your flashlight, since it's just sitting there turned on, pointing at this table. Which is normally a horror convention where they would use it to spotlight some sort of important thing. In this case, though, just upturned table, as far as I can tell. But yeah, we had our flashlight to begin with, so this is just a superfluous extra flashlight, which if I was in this person's position, I would have actually taken that with me. Oh, okay, and we've got some physics objects, perhaps? Not sure how we interact with them, but I am told that we can lift and move and throw around some stuff. I guess those are supposed to be logs. They look kind of like bones. Kind of like they're made out of pewter or something. Anyway, there doesn't seem to be much else to see in this room, so I guess we should probably head down that hole. I was trying to see if we could jump on the bed and have some fun, but looks like this lady's a little bit on the dry side when it comes to enjoying herself in bloody log cabins. You know, as any private investigator should tell you, you gotta make light of some of these situations, otherwise it's gonna be horribly, horribly depressing. So, you know, when you find the odd bed in a homicide room, you should probably just jump on it. I don't know what to make of this presentation, but that is some bold art direction there. So apparently this is pretty disgusting. Everything is quite red. Oh, okay, now we're doing the credit roll in. There it is, Sacred Line. That looked like a Grindhouse presentation by Quentin Tarantino. What is up with this water? Do you see that water, what it's doing there? That's just not natural. Is it even water, or is this some sort of ectoplasm with, like, super, I don't know, some kind of crazy properties that don't really make sense? We do have some interesting ambient music that seems to have kicked up. That's usually a nice touch. I really want to figure out what's up with this lumpy water. Are we simulating a current? Because that's not how we do that. I think, like, Shadows of the Empire and N64 did a better job with the currents. One more jump like that, I'll broke my legs. I wonder why I still didn't. I wonder why you chose to jump down here and risk broking your legs. I'm sorry, I should not make fun of the English in case this is not their first language. I completely understand. Took a major frame rate hit for whatever reason. Let's see if we can bathe in some of this putrid filth. How does that work? That works pretty well, actually. We can't really tell because it makes no big difference to us, but we can actually stand right under here, soak it up. Yeah. Look at this crazy texture on the floor. Like the epitome of cracked death. And we've got the texture from GoldenEye 007, the roll-up shutters. Or maybe Duke Nukem? I don't know. Good way to go. The doors are closed and there's another pit. What? There seems to be spikes down there. I'd choose not to go down that way. I guess it does take a little bit of sophistication in your writing, but it's like generally just throwing a bunch of curses in, like, unless you're doing it in a nuanced way, is not usually the best way to go. Going in this direction near these barrels just about kills the game every single time, so I guess I do have to go in the spike pit. Doesn't seem like I have much of a choice. Feeling the dread yet? Oh, wait, what is this? Can I go behind this waterfall? Or filth fall? I may be able to, actually. I'd rather not go in the spike pit if that's an option, but it may not be. Our protagonist chooses to very often spring backward at an accelerated rate. Oh, I actually made it over, but there's an invisible wall here, so this is not going to be our destination for today. Yeah, I feel like there are some pretty seriously weird things about the development of this, and as far as I can tell, it's a Unity game, so it's a little surprising. Alright, let's fall on some spikes, why not? Oh, jeez. Welcome, Ellen. Small part of my own dimension as a creator for myself as home. I believe you want to know who I am. Truth to be said, I don't know exactly. I'm a product of energy, my own mind, and certain tasks to do, and that's all what I can say. You were about to die, but I managed to teleport you here at the last moment. You discovered a hideout of the very ancient sect called Holy Intentions, and this night it achieved its main aim. For hundreds of years, with the help of corrupted government connections, they were making sacrifices, hailing all the human evil and hate in the world. They finally awakened some source of power which has many things to offer to the scum on this planet and follows only one point, to set totalitarianistic fascist regime and destroy any protesters. Ironically, this source killed all members of sect, burned them into nothing, but I believe they still exist as the ghosts. Okay, the ghosts. Under their base, you'll find an underground desert. It's a place where the sect was founded. They call it Red Desert because of the shining red bricks which were part of the first temple. Now it's abandoned, just abandoned ruins, but some portal has been opened there. I don't know anything about this portal, but I feel different energy from it. Try to find it. Beware of forces of this source. He will definitely try to stop you. Physically, you can do nothing against it. Avoid any contact. For now, I'm giving you a power of indestructible bones. It will work for some time. Walk through the forest to come back to your dimension. And we press tab to proceed. I really like that image thing that was going on for a moment there. That was pretty cool looking. Alright, so I have to say this as carefully as possible, but if you don't have a good working knowledge of English, which is fine, lots of people don't, there's no problem with that, but you should find someone who does to proofread. I would do it. If you asked me, I would go through this and I would help you rewrite it, because that's just really hard to read, that's all. Alright, so we've got more of these crazy trees that all seem to be extremely wiggly. I can't tell if they're supposed to be wiggly to, like, simulate wind, or if they're just trying to be really surreal. I do kind of like this red lighting effect that's going on some of these hills. It definitely seems pretty surreal and a little unexpected. I'm not sure if I'm supposed to go into the slender trees or down the hills. I guess I'll find my own path here. I guess I'm seeing also why the frame rate was taking such a hit on medium or high resolution, because probably all of these shadows were extremely hard to calculate with the amount of overlap. Alright, I am no longer in the woods. I am back in the underground facility. So I guess I need to look for the underground desert, the red desert, in fact. I guess that should have been me. Not sure why there happens to be one spike here, or two spikes with a skeleton on it. Whatevs. Can I crawl under there? Do I want to crawl under there? I'm gonna say no. Final test. Okay, everything's got physics power, I get it. Pray, obey. I don't know what that is. Is that a turnstile like you would find in the subway, just blown up to be extra large and looks like it's mounted to some sort of mechanism that would make it spin extremely fast, which would, like, decapitate you if you tried to walk near it? Seems like a bad idea to have one of those in your facility, because I'm guessing these were some of your minions, and they're not the most nimble or agile, or intelligent, perhaps. Silencio! Alright, they demand silence. Otherwise, you'll be mounted on a pike, apparently. Hello. Some kind of random light just fell from the ceiling for some reason. What do you have going on? Are you a Marine? Are you an extra from Call of Duty or Battlefield? I don't know what you're doing here. Whoa, don't like those binders. Frame rate does not seem happy about them. Very strange that everything has this really, like, sickly pink-red glow when the light gets near it. Only these particular books or binders or whatever these are, folders, happen to have a very strong color. Maybe we're doing sort of a Mirror's Edge art style thing where we want to go towards the red or go away from the red or do something with the red. I don't know. Tear from the red. Alright, here's our psychic test. This is something I've been curious about for a while. Apparently someone had some innate abilities, because if you look at the floor here, yeah, stuff went down in this room. So let's check out this picture here, because it looks pretty exciting. Welcome to die. I like how it almost simulates the graphite texture on the paper here. What is that, a tongue? Something missing from this section right here. I guess it's a face, I don't know. Pretty serious. Welcome to the most safe country. I think we're doing some kind of political satire, and then there's like Toad down here, Toad the Super Turtle, holding up all of the buildings with the crazy worm crash through them. And then there's like Gex the Gecko hanging out over here on the wall. And knock into this lamp a little bit more. Whoa. Alright, that is not good for the physics engine again. It's really dead set on like emulating every single dynamic shadow possible, which is just going to make things difficult for the CPU. What happened down here? Is this the same facility that Akira happened in? Because I'm pretty sure that kid had some psychic powers and then he smashed some people into a ceiling. Yeah, something went down for certain. What room is this? This is Master's room. That is also Master's room. Master's bedroom. Can I interact with anything here? No. Oh, yeah, can't read that. Well, whatever, as long as I picked it up, right? I'm so glad about promotion to this honors section. I'm so proud. However, I can't understand why I write about it. Is it just me, or are you starting to wonder if, like, some of this is tongue-in-cheek, like, I'm not getting the joke? I mean, like I said, it's no big deal if English is not your first language, but some of this seems like going a little bit far to be taken seriously. Got some random vending machine here with, like, 100 grand bars in it. I kind of want one of those, actually. It's an extremely comfortable looking couch, which also destroys my frame rate like none other. Let's get out of this room. There's nothing here for us anyway. Let's head down this hallway, see if there's something better. Oh, we got another drawing of Squiggly Spaghetti Man. Give us your city, and you can put here your advertisement. That is a giant printer. Oh god, what have I done? Don't get too close. If you get too close, the shadows will destroy the frame rate. They're relocating toxic components right now. I wonder why. I kind of wonder as well. But not that much. Let's keep walking. Science lab. Yeah, there are experiments to run. There is research to be done. And I'm not going to be the one to do them. Pray, obey. I think the one thing that this game does have going for it, the ambience, the sense of like this droning, whatever you want to call it, going on in the background is actually pretty nice. What on earth is this over here? Do you see that shader effect that's going on? It looks like ice, almost. It's like jelly ice. Did something break out of here and freeze? Is this... Oh, maybe this whole thing slides open and there's just like a frozen tundra on the other side. That'd be a nice touch. Are all the walls that way? No, I guess those are just supposed to represent sheer rock. So I guess we gotta go... Whoa, hello. Gotta go where the science is. That honestly did take me off guard. I'm not overreacting here. I was kind of lulled into a false sense of security where everything has been very static and kind of goofy a lot of the time, to be honest. Alright, the barrels have been knocked around. I don't see anything I can really do with them. Can I drive this forklift? Somehow I doubt it. No, I can just kind of jump a little bit. I'm guessing I probably missed a note somewhere. Unless I can pick up some of this junk. Wires, duct tape, kind of fuses, or I don't know what, tweezers. I can't use any of that stuff. Of course, you'll notice there are cameras positioned all over because we're doing that propaganda, big government, whatever you want to call it thing. What do? I guess I'll just go around another lap, see if anything changes. That is the trend in horror lately. Walk through an environment lots of times, see if something changed. Still can't use that laptop. I can go out here and try falling in the pit another way. Or another time. I feel like that's probably not right, though. Still, if we do get a little bit desperate, I might go that route. Alright, let's check for... Oh. Big book of tests which is supposed to test followers' knowledges and detect current level of psychic state. See if there's anything I can interact with that I might have missed, that if I just get all of whatever those objects are, perhaps it'll open up the next area or something. Very interesting that the developer chose to put that subtle detail of a crack in the wall in that one spot. It's like a much more nuanced, fine detail than, you know, this giant seam texture going through the whole ceiling, which actually is casting a light beam that is dithered down the wall. Oh, was this here before? I feel like this is probably where I need to go, so let's do it. Alright. Oh, what are you? You were a skeleton, and it had a spinning head. I want to go in there and check more about that skeleton. Well, we cannot. Can I throw this chair? Through the glass. Let's do this. Oh, momentum! Hey, that actually was right. Momentum! Yes. Hey, look, shards of glass. Alright, I am armed to the teeth. Let's go into shardy polygon area over here. Now, this is probably just going to get the game to crash. I kind of don't want that right now. Made it this far, right? I want to go find out what's up with the skeleton with the spinning head. There's a certain element... Whoa, did the glass just vanish? I think it may have. A certain part of this that's reminding me a little bit of Penumbra, but only in a very loose sense. Penumbra, by the way, one of the games out there that can absolutely just make me crap myself. Like, that game is freaking scary. I actually didn't really read that. That's hopefully not going to be a problem. Alright, well, it looks like I gotta go back up now. And we're gonna do a trespasser-style plank puzzle here. I think we got this in us. Yeah. Like a boss. Alright, where are we now? Oh, we're on the other side of some part of this ruined, screwed up wall. It's like tinfoil or something all over the place. Maybe it's shielding. Stuff to keep bombs out or something. Hey, red sparks. Red sparks indicate a willingness to interact. What do you have going on with you? What is this insane lighting effect coming from? Do you see that? It's like, it looks like a vent shaft or something, like, beveled out. Whatever, I think it's just there to waste polygons. What is this? Kind of beehive or, like, lost soul organism? I don't really care. We got a bathroom. We got a monster closet. Let's go in here. Yeah. Hello. Are you here to get me? What are you... Oh, jeez. Oh, you guys aren't messing around, are you? Oh, okay. I guess I can't go check you out, because spikes. I kind of just want to see what's going on with you, because you look kind of cool, actually. Oh, you must be that thing in the forest from before. Your spikes were not particularly effective. I don't think I'm supposed to walk over here, but... Yo. You are pretty wild looking. I don't know what religion you guys belong to, but it seems pretty metal. Let's go over here. You don't seem to care very much that I got that close to you, so... Check out the decor on the sink. That is always something I'm interested in, is like where developers choose to put their time and effort into making things look especially decorated. And in this case, lots of time and effort went into the sink, I can tell that. This beautiful, you know, ergonomic, wide, beautiful, I said beautiful, or whatever. There's soap. It's good. Toilet looks wonderful. Fit for a king. Can I flush it, though? Try and grab the handle, pull it down. No. Can I knock the lid? Well, it's physics powered. I expected maybe some of these things could be. Pretty strange that you guys would all show up here and have nothing to say. I guess you just want to watch. Like, men's bathroom of the future. These look like cryopods more than urinals. Very heavy dithering going on in these shadows. I'm just hoping that we don't reach a point where I don't know how to keep progressing, because that's going to be a little bit annoying. I kind of want to see this one through, for whatever reason. It's strange enough that it makes me want to see where we're going. Alright, yeah, this is where I got before. Oh, wow, you're a very large eyeball. I think that's a jump scare, but it didn't quite work. What are we doing here? Oh. Ah, that's me falling? Are we playing Thomas is alone, or was alone all of a sudden? Thomas was very good at falling. Please tell me that that was the end of the game and I just killed myself. Oh no, it wasn't. Alright, well my indestructible bones probably helped me see through that situation. So thank you again, Glowing Space Orb, for that. I really do appreciate... Whoa, I got some blood. What? Follow shining bricks, run from the storm. Oh. I guess I wasn't supposed to go that way. I'm gonna follow shining bricks and run for the storm, run from storms. Here's a shining brick, right? Is it? I need to maybe challenge your definition of shining bricks, because I thought some of those other bricks were shining. I was so wrong. So very, very wrong. Over here, there are more shining bricks. I guess those are storms. I want to get away from those. As long as I've got more shining bricks, we're going to be just fine, guys. Don't worry. Ah, you can't catch me. Oh, I forgot I can run. Alright, well thankfully the developer designed this so I could actually just walk away from them as well. Makes me pretty happy. There's another shining brick down that way. But see, we're at an impasse now, because the two main things that I want to be doing, aside from following shining bricks, are also running from storms. And now, that's going to become a little difficult. Oh, can I go all the way down? This path was somewhat obscured. Oh my goodness, I feel like we're at the end of God of War or something. I know you murdered your family, dude. Get over it. Alright, let's go for this lost red city down at the end of this path. And there's another shining brick here, so I'm going to make sure I make a beeline for that. Some of this geometry is reminding me a little bit of World of Warcraft and like the areas where you're not really supposed to be. So they like didn't really bother to map them out very well. Are they still chasing me? I don't even know if they were chasing me in the first place. I think they're just coalescing around me somehow. Alright, where are we supposed to be? I hope there's a McDonald's around here somewhere. really go for a burger right now. Let's check out this. Is some kind of church or something? Or an old abandoned Alamo? This may have been a bar. No, this is the underground desert. I should have known. So I took the elevator. I found the desert. The devil confronted me with a skeleton army. We fell in a pit of spikes. We spoke to the sun. I believe we hallucinated a bit. This game's got everything. Oh, this looks like a good place to go. I can't go through there, though. I think the storms are still coming after me. I'm not particularly worried about it, actually. Are there more glowing bricks? I don't know if you count as a glowing brick. You're some kind of rock. I think I want to head for that. Having played Half-Life 2, and I know this is a bit of a controversial thing to say, but at times, some of you may agree with me, and you may not, and that's fine too. There were some moments in that game that I felt like the mapping was a little bit unintuitive from a gameplay perspective, where you felt like you weren't really sure if you were going forward or backward. And I learned to look for signs like this to know if I'm making progress. There was a lot of vehicle play in that game for whatever reason. I kind of wish there was a little bit less. I've always been that way, though, and I'm not faulting you if you like this stuff, but, like, I just never really got into the whole vehicles and first-person shooters being super fun. Alright, I'm expecting we're probably going to, like, teleport away to some other place pretty soon that seems somewhat fragmented and disjointed, yet perhaps in the grander scope of things we may be able to figure out the correlation. It's a pretty peaceful walk, to be honest with you. Everything down here is just kind of chill. And thusly, we confront a texture from the Photoshop's patterns menu. Let's go investigate it. What do you think? Alright, Chapter 2. Ash already gone before I could read it. This is strangely pretty. It's still killing the frame rate, but it at least is kind of cool looking. What are you expecting to find here? Why are you I can't read that weird typography that fast, sorry. I'll go for the red. Seems to be on this end. You can nothing to do anyway. The process is started. A half of the world is already occupied. You don't know who I am, but you don't need to. It really doesn't matter. I'm your friend in this situation. That's nice to know. Is this like that freaking movie, The Happening, where the plants take over? I'm just a spectator. It was the trees the whole time. By the way, spoilers. I'm sorry if I just ruined The Happening for you. It was one of the worst movies I've ever seen anyway. I see that red bauble thing off in the distance. I'm going to go towards that. I think it's a heart. I really like this very stark red up against the white with this really washed out, like, watercolor look filter over everything. This summon source altered money and power is that I can't read that. Most worst countries with the people of these countries are the nightmares for Earth, nightmare for Earth. They happy to destroy everything around them and rape the world. They attacked whole Europe. They will not stop. Is this like an anti-capitalism propaganda game? I don't understand what we're doing here. How you think you will destroy them, especially since Source is hunting for you? The storms? Oh, I found the blood fountain. I'm pretty sure I need to go put my foot in that or something. Be ready then. This is only the beginning, and prepare for a little meeting with Mysterious Caller. I am actually very prepared for that. Just want to frame this one more time before we head out. Very nice looking. I like this. Focus more on this kind of aesthetic, and maybe less on the crazy broken polygons part. There we are, into the fountain. The fountainhead is the way to go. Come to me, Ellen. It's Sarah, your sister. I'm sorry for this call, but I need you. What? Sarah? It is really you? Oh god, it's the eyeball from the blood pool. Are you after me? Chapter 3, back to the Eastern Europe. That would be a truck or a car. It just fell from the sky. This has been quite a journey we've gone on. I really am glad we got to share this moment together. So we're either in Russia or New Jersey is always the conundrum here, or City 17 or whatever the Half-Life place. That's similar New Jersey-esque apartment buildings. I don't believe that the game really took full advantage of all of this physics system that it was so proud of. Let's be little devils and walk up on the edge of this if we can. Oh, no, we've got... No, we don't. I thought we had an invisible wall, but it turns out I fell off. What's going on over here? There's a lot of walls with holes in them. That hole is shaped like a little cartoon explosion, which is kind of adorable. We've got some kind of propane... What the... There's friggin' cars falling out of the sky. Why is that happening? Can I climb it? Climate change. No. She just jumps backward, like, out of response, like, no, I'm not doing that, and F you for trying. Alright, whatever. Aside from the music just looping there, I actually think the music is still pretty consistently interesting. It's definitely helped to frame the settings a lot better than some of the actual settings have. But this is probably one of the more coherent ones, I would say, out of what we've seen. Again, Penumbra with the sliding puzzles, sliding stuff around. It's not a puzzle, but I just mean like physics-based navigation. It's not a door. What am I doing? There's a very interesting flame over there. It's very much pink, actually, more so than red. But there is a recurring... Oh, my goodness. There's a recurring theme, and that is the end. I was just going to say, there's a recurring theme of that red and gray, which looks kind of neat. So, I guess we'll just roll through cgtextures.com, John Susek, and deviantart.com. I have to wonder if deviantart.com means I went on DeviantArt and searched for stuff. I hope it doesn't. Additional music track for Desert Level. That was probably one of the better tracks, actually. Sound effects from Sound Bible and Sound J. And image effects and particles in the Unity Asset Store. Text correction. Natalie, you let me down, I'm sorry to say. You gotta get me next time. If you like this game, you can donate some money using a button on official site or contacting me. All donations will receive Collector's Edition and further support. And from what I've read, the Collector's Edition... let's head back out. Press Escape. The Collector's Edition is a version of this game that comes equipped with a soundtrack, I think, and some extra high-resolution art or something. So in case you're wondering. So that was Sacred Line. I hope you guys enjoyed this little journey we went on together. It was definitely interesting. Definitely a little bit mind-expanding. I don't know how much I can really recommend this game, but it was still kind of cool to play through anyway. And I do always enjoy these very strange, very niche kind of trips into very odd worlds of game development, meeting art that's very confused and very strong opinionated messages that all sort of crash together into a, I don't want to say train wreck in this case, but we're verging on that territory in some elements. It was an interesting ride, I'll give it that. So, that will be the end of this very long episode. As always, remember to head on over to the website, www.indie-impressions.com. Check out all the videos in the series, all 320 whatever we've got at the time. It's just going to keep going up from there, so browse them all, check out the different distribution methods. You can see all the free games, all the horror games, all the Deseret games, Steam games, so on and so forth. And when you're done with the website, facebook.com/indieimpressions. If you'd like to leave a like on that page, you'll receive every day's new video right delivered into your Facebook stream. There are also news updates and the occasional contest run through that page as well. And if you're an indie dev and you just want to reach me about possibly displaying your game on my show, at RockLeeSmile is the quickest way to reach me on Twitter. I also have a contact form right on the website, so either way, as well as taking PMs via Reddit, YouTube, or Twitter. Whatever you got is good with me. And of course, as always, I always take recommendations, so if you guys want to recommend a game for me, I'm still taking those, even though I've got a list that's getting incredibly long. But, you know, aside from that, even if you just want to reach out and say, hey, I am always happy to talk to anybody. So, interaction, community, that's what we're all about here. Promoting discussion on indie games, finding some crazy wild experiences, that is what we've done today, and I hope to continue doing that a lot more in the future. And I also hope you enjoyed the ride, and I will see you again tomorrow for another episode, so please stop back, and I will catch you then. Talk to you later.